and we cross into Leicester Square. This is one part of London no visitor can afford to miss. So this popular street leads away from the market and into the areas around Leicester Square.
It's like, yeah, I can just get the train, but then I've got to get a train, walk 20 minutes to exchange. That's what we're thinking.
Plus we're having no sugar.
And some of the quieter pockets around Covent Garden lead us to Charing Cross Road and Leicester Square, very close by. These old streets are some of the loveliest in the area. They lead us to Leicester Square.
Did she mean left this?
Plenty of old public houses in the area to stop by and have a drink if that's your inclination. It's a lovely place. It's lit up day and night with lots of things going on the way to Leicester Square, the most popular square in the whole of the city. And so here it is in the heart of Theatreland. Up is Charing Cross Road, which has some fantastic second-hand bookshops. To the right is Long Acre, which will take you back into Covent Garden. And we cross into Leicester Square. This is one part of London no visitor can afford to miss. It's a very popular area where everyone congregates. You will probably pass through here at some stage on any visit to London, whether you live here or you're simply visiting. It's Leicester Square. There are cinemas, there are eateries, there are bars. Day and night, this place is a hive of activity. Everyone is out. One of London's prime leisure spots and one of its most popular areas. We head to Piccadilly Circus. Whoever you are, you come to Leicester Square to see what's going on day and night. The square is in this direction. Above us is Chinatown. Below us, the river and some of the historical architecture along the Strand and onwards. Here we are, Leicester Square, one of London's most popular areas. It may not be your cup of tea if you're someone who enjoys quiet strolls in nature and natural landscapes. London has all that. Well, you can see that in many of my other videos. If you do want to engage in the life of the city, no understanding of London would be complete without some of these central commercial areas which have shaped its history since the oldest times. Above us is one of London's very busiest shopping streets, Regent Street and Oxford Street, where you will find shops from any kind that you are looking for. But I will take you through this lovely arched pagoda into Chinatown. Our last destination on this walk through London's central tourist areas. This all going on here. Here we are in Chinatown, thriving part of the central area of London. Tons of things going on, lots of restaurants, lots of things to see and do. In this area very much behind Leicester Square and the main tourist activity of the city. It's worth a visit, it's worth stopping by and eating at one of its restaurants. You have to be very careful to select a quality, authentic restaurant. They're not all of the same quality, I'll just warn you right now. Leicester Street leads you back down into Leicester Square. Over the years I've traveled across China 5 times. It's a country that's fascinating. There's so many beautiful things to see, a rich, ancient, deep culture. This part of London is a little fragment and a taste of what you might expect in some of its areas, but the quality of food and the quality of the experiences does not compare to actually traveling within that vast area of China. I first traveled to Hangzhou, Zhejiang province. Really enjoyed strolling around the West Lake, one of the most beautiful parts of China, inspired classical painters and poets and intellectuals in China from the Song Dynasty onwards. It was a very prominent place. I've strolled through the streets of Beijing and traveled to Xi'an and Guangxi province, and my favorite part of China, Yunnan province. Absolutely beautiful place, Lijiang, historic streets and winding alleys around the city. You find a little slice of it here in London. You know, it's better than nothing. If you do have a taste for exploring Asia, perhaps a little bit of this is a balm to the soul. So this way you return to Leicester Square Station, and walking up here you can get to Shaftesbury Avenue. And very nearby is another of London's great cinemas, the Curzon Soho, showing fantastic films from around the world here in Shaftesbury Avenue at the bottom of Soho. The place is thriving. Today it's absolutely chaotic, but this is a part of what you can expect in the city and its busy commercial area. Chinatown. It has changed in recent years. many years ago strolling through this area, you may not have been met with such a profusion of color and vibrancy. Today, it's a lovely place to enjoy a stroll. And here we are, Chinatown. There is the Curzon Soho, to Shaftesbury Avenue beyond. We enter the main street of Chinatown. Everything is on display. One of my favorite Chinatowns in the world is in Yokohama, Japan. You can stroll through the old streets of that Chinatown and find all kinds of things for sale. Restaurants that were offering me things like saliva soup. I asked them what this was, and it was exactly what it sounds like, saliva soup. I think it was beef. I wasn't brave enough to try it at the time. All kinds of delights. If you're not used to it, bring the loperamide. People over here, some of the videos and some of the comic moments. This is how it is. Welcome to Chinatown, thriving part of the city. Everything's going on all at once. So there it is. It's been an epic walk through some of London's most popular tourist spots. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe now for more walks around London and the UK and all around the world. Until next time, peace.